Figure that I'm on my own, there's no sense for me to quit. What you saying, we don't know. I'm just trying to reach my goals. Heard you snitching, saying that so you can't hang with me no more. What's up, guys? Crispy Productions here, and I'm back with another amazing video, man. I told y'all we was doing videos all day. I ain't got nothing to do, so we doing videos. But today, we got how 5 prisoners tricked guards and escaped from behind bars. See what I'm saying? That was actually a rhyme there. But anyway, I ain't got too much to say about this, so let's go ahead and get into it.
From crab-legging up a prison wall, to using bed sheets as a makeshift rope, to silently hiding within a trash container, criminals seem to find any clever way they can to escape custody. We're taking a look back at the year's most brazen escapes, beginning in the Lone Star State of Texas, where a now convicted killer attempted to flee police custody by first getting a bunch of plastic surgery to conceal her identity, then while in police custody, attempted to break free while at a doctor's appointment. Caitlin Armstrong is no stranger to making headlines for her brazen attempts to evade capture. As you can see, she bolted at full speed while authorities try to catch up with her, while attempting to escape custody after a doctor's appointment. Then while cuffed, she attempted to hop a fence. Armstrong's escape efforts were short-lived and she was quickly apprehended. Armstrong was convicted this year for the first-degree murder in the 2022 fatal shooting of a professional cyclist, Anna Mariah Wilson, better known to loved ones as Mo. Wilson was just 25 years old when she was found dead with multiple gunshot wounds at the home of a friend in Austin, Texas. Wow. Investigators say Armstrong gunned down Wilson in a jealous rage after she was previously linked to Armstrong's long-term boyfriend, fellow cyclist Colin Strickland.
Detectives told you this was personal. Okay, this is from detective.
Listen, man. This is why in this world, in this society right here that we are in today, you got to be armed and dangerous no matter where you are and no matter what you're doing. Because there's no way this woman, and rest in peace, by the way, you know what I'm saying, my condolences, but there's no way that I would let somebody kill me over jealousy. Like, nah, bro. Either we both gonna die in the process, or you gonna die. There is no killing me. No, I'm sorry. No. Like, what are you talking about? No. There's no way, bro. There's no way, bro. You really got to be careful who you deal with, bro. You really got to vet. You got to receive. Yo, who was you with last before you got with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, who? Like, let me know. Who was your friends? Who did you do dirty? You know what I'm saying? Do you got a side girlfriend? You got a mistress? You got this? You got that? What's their background looking like before you even deal with somebody, bro? Because there's no way, bro. There's just no way.
It's an APD, and they explained the reasons. But you heard from the medical examiners. 2 shots to the head, 1 behind the ear, 1 in the face. And then another shot while the person was laying on the floor, through the chest, through the heart.
Wow.
Okay? Again, common sense and logic. If you're some unknown person who's not there for a personal reason,
I know you can't really be like too aggressive in court, but if I was reading that type of stuff, bro, I would have been there like 2 shots to the head, another to the heart. What did this person do that warranted this type of savagery? I wouldn't have been silly with it, but yeah, I would have been pissed. I would have been in there like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way.
You just shot somebody twice in the head. Are you running? Are you getting the heck out of there? Are you taking additional time, crucial time for you to get away? 10 minutes. Thank you. To walk up to somebody on the floor
and shoot him again for no reason.
1 more in. Right in the heart. And by the way, nothing's taken from this apartment. Nothing's kicked over. Nothing's pushed down. Nothing's broken. Nothing's
gone. Oh, she broke into the crib.
Except for what turns out to be really, this is Mariah Wilson. Isn't it? Isn't that what the defendant sees here? That's Mariah Wilson. Mariah Wilson, the up-and-coming superstar cyclist. who my boyfriend is constantly talking to, who also is a superstar cyclist, and that I can never be. And that apparently that's something I will never be able to bridge, that connection between my boyfriend and this young 24-year-old up-and-coming super artist. This is Mariah Wilson. She knew that. She took the one thing that she hadn't done already. She already killed her. I'm taking this and I'm throwing out. Just kind of an extra. Take that.
After Wilson's death, Armstrong used her sister's passport to flee the country to Costa Rica and got thousands of dollars of plastic surgery to change her appearance.
Why did she fly to Costa Rica? Why did she use her sister's passport? Why doesn't she use her own name? Why doesn't she use her own passport if this was just a innocent frolic to Costa Rica, because that's what I can do? Why does she use fake names when she's in Costa Rica? Why does she desperately start looking for plastic surgery in Costa Rica?
In Costa Rica.
Why? Allison Page, Ari Roberts, who knows what else there is? These are all indications of guilt, ladies and gentlemen. Can we forget the search for pineapple juice and what it does to your fingerprints? This is somebody that's trying to hide themselves. They fled the country under a false name and not their passport to get to another foreign country.
What does pineapple juice do to your fingerprints? Hold on, wait a second. So it literally dissolves your fingerprints. That's crazy.
Use fake names and change their appearance. This isn't somebody on a frolic. This is somebody who's a fugitive and desperately trying to get away with it.
Armstrong was captured by authorities more than a month after Wilson's death and later convicted by a Texas jury, where she was sentenced to 90 years in prison.
90.
Next, we head up north to Pennsylvania, where an inmate made a daring escape and eluded police during a massive 2-week manhunt. Danilo Cavalcante made national headlines after crab-legging up a prison yard wall. Here you can see him use his legs and arms to push himself up the wall. And officials say once he made it to the roof...
Yo, you know how strong you gotta be? Yo, you know how strong you gotta be to be able to do... Yo, you gotta give him some props. You gotta give him some props. You gotta give him... Like, listen, bro. All these guys going on the yard, working out constantly, bro. This is what you need to be working out for. You don't need to be just up in there just working out, not doing nothing. You just working out just to get big. You just getting big. You need to be using that for something. He's working out for something. This is a video of a man with a goal, a purpose, and you know what I'm saying? Like he has a goal. You know what I'm saying? There's a purpose in working out. You dig what I'm saying? Only thing about it is there's cameras everywhere. You didn't think about that?
Bypassed layers of razor wire to escape. The 34-year-old convicted killer was serving a life sentence for stabbing his ex-girlfriend to death in front of her 2 children.
We have considered him dangerous from...
Never mind on everything I just said. Never mind on everything I just said.
Very start, it changes nothing.
Experience a lifestyle like no other at K. Hovnanian's Four Seasons at Lakes of Cane Bay.
We have always considered him to be a risk.
While on the run, Cavalcante changed his appearance. He shaved his face, ditched his prison clothes, and kept very busy while on the lam.
At approximately 8 p.m. last evening, a motorist reported seeing a male crouched near the wood line along the south side of Fairview Road, west of Route 100. The motorist turned her vehicle around in an effort to verify what she saw. As she drove back past, the individual was gone. We had a large number of troopers already in the area and utilized them to form a perimeter around that area. A Border Patrol tactical team was also in the immediate vicinity and went directly to the location.
So the lady said that she found somebody in prison clothes or something? What did she say?
Reported seeing a male crouched near the wood line along the south side of Fairview Road, west of Route 100. The motorist turned her vehicle around in an effort to verify.
So all she said that she found
was
a male.
Of troopers.
How did they know it was him?
The tactical team was also in the immediate vicinity and went directly to the location of the sighting. They observed footprints in some mud, which were identical to the prison shoes worn by Cavalcante.
Come on. Yo, listen, if you are a criminal, stop. Stop. At this point, stop. They're going to find you off of anything. the footprints were identical to the prison shoes? Are you serious? That's how they found you? Footprints? Oh, come on. Like, you can't, like, yo, listen. Get a job. Be nice to people. Don't kill people. Okay? Be an honest human being. Y'all, you cannot be a criminal in 2024. You're gonna get caught some way, somehow, some fashion, some form, some shape. There's no getting away. There's no listen. I'm trying to keep it 100 with y'all. Stop. Stop. There's nothing in it for you guys. Okay? There's no way they caught this man off of footprints that were identical to prison shoes. Like, oh my God. Like, are you serious?
And shortly thereafter, both of his prison shoes were located. Information was received from another resident in that immediate...
All right, how about this? If you're going to be a criminal, don't be stupid.
that a pair of work boots had been stolen from a porch at her residence. The tracking of Cavalcante continued in a northerly direction, and at 10:10 p.m., a call was received from a resident on Coventryville Road indicating a short Hispanic male, no shirt, and wearing dark pants, had entered his garage while the homeowner was in it, and that he grabbed a .22 rifle that was leaning in the corner of the garage. The homeowner drew a pistol and fired at Cavalcante as he fled with the rifle. PSP responded and secured that scene. At that time, a green sweatshirt and white t-shirt believed to belong to Cavalcante were discovered near the edge of the driveway.
Cavalcante stole a transit van, burglarized homes in southeastern Pennsylvania, where he also stole a rifle, ammunition, clothes, a sleeping bag.
So this man did a crime, went to jail, escaped jail successfully, and started doing more crimes? Like, you ain't never heard of laying low? You ain't never heard of skipping town? You ain't never heard of, it.
More.
Some people belong in prison. Let's keep it 100. Some people belong in jail.
Residents nearby were on edge, which led to school closures as authorities urged everyone to lock their doors, with some residents even spotting Cavalcante while he evaded authorities. Cavalcante was eventually captured after 2 weeks on the run.
Had to get the military. They got military-grade people on you. That's when you know you messed up. When you got the military, when you got all 5 stars in real life, when you have all 5 stars collectively in real life, you messed up. You messed up. Okay, where did it all go wrong? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Theft, burglary, and others in connection to his alleged crimes.
This man has all 5 stars.
Next,
bro.
we're in Georgia, where 4 inmates escaped, taking authorities on a manhunt that lasted more than a month. At the time, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office said the inmates escaped around 3 a.m. on October 16th. The 4 climbed through a broken day room window, snaking their way through a cut fence. Once they were outside, a blue Dodge Challenger pulled up to the jail and helped them make a break for it. The charges that landed the 4 in the Bibb County Jail were severe, ranging from drug trafficking to assault to murder. So who were these 4 inmates? 25-year-old Mark Carey Anderson was held behind bars for a 2020 aggravated assault. Officials say he allegedly fired into a person's car and 2 people's homes. Then there's 29-year-old Chavis Stokes, who was held on charges of possession of a firearm and drug trafficking, as well as other misdemeanor charges. Jennifer Barnwell was held in the Bibb County Jail on behalf of the U.S. Marshals after an October 2nd conviction by a federal jury on drug trafficking charges that carry a maximum sentence of life in prison. Barnwell was awaiting sentencing when he and the other inmates broke out of jail. And
listen. Y'all swear y'all some scammers. Y'all swear y'all some trappers. Y'all swear y'all some shooters. Y'all swear y'all some... y'all think that this is cool. Y'all see these rappers talking about it on these songs. Let me tell you something. This is where it always leads you. This is where it's always going to lead you. You see these guys, I bet you when they was on the street, they was popping it. Oh yeah, I'm getting money. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I got motion. I got this. Yeah. Now you wanted by the FBI. Now you're wanted by the federal. What does FBI stand for? I know it's federal, but what else is it? I don't know, but yeah. You got 5 stars.
52-year-old Joey Fournier was behind bars on a murder charge stemming from 2022. Fournier is accused of strangling his ex-girlfriend with a shoelace, but since pleaded not guilty in that case. The inmates took investigators on a days-long manhunt. Chavis Stokes was the first inmate of the 4 to be captured 10 days after the daring escape. He was found in a home in Montezuma, Georgia, less than an hour away from the Bibb County Jail. Mark Carey Anderson was the second inmate to be captured on November 3rd. The 25-year-old was found in a luxury high-rise apartment in Atlanta. Then Jonathan Barnwell was apprehended on November 12th after being on the run for nearly a month. Barnwell was busted in a raid at a home in Augusta where police discovered an interesting and even incriminating surprise. Authorities say they found 64 pounds of fentanyl, 20 pounds of meth.
So you was still trapping. You was still out here selling.
Congrats, Carol. Now you're really
anybody that is serving this fentanyl to anyone, you deserve to. You deserve the death penalty. I don't know who made this fentanyl stuff cool. I don't know why people think that it's okay to sell it, but no. You're literally selling death. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. How can you sleep at night?
Meth, 2.5 pounds of cocaine, 4 pounds of heroin, a pound of marijuana, and 3 guns. And after a month-long manhunt, the final inmate captured was 52-year-old Joey Fournier. Fournier was apprehended on November 18th outside a motel in Stockbridge, Georgia, about an hour away from the Bibb County Jail. Some of the 4 inmates managed to get help along the outside, which resulted in a slew of charges for abetting in their escape. Janisha Green was arrested for aiding in Jonathan Barnwell's escape. According to the U.S. Attorney's
all you women who think y'all can hold y'all man down, this is where it leads you, bro. You women that think, oh, my man get money, my man a trapper, my man a scammer, my man do this. Oh, don't play with him. Yep. Now both of y'all in jail together. Together. Cause you wanna, I bust guns for my man. I sell the drug. Yep. All right.
The federal grand jury indicted her along with Barnwell. She faces a federal charge of aiding and abetting his escape, which carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison. Jacorsha Smith was also arrested for aiding in Barnwell's escape while he was on the run. She remains behind bars in the Bibb County Jail. Meanwhile, Tamisha Timely was arrested for aiding Mark Carey Anderson's escape. Jacqueline Williams was arrested as authorities allege he stole the blue Dodge Challenger from a rental car company.
So everybody went down, and I bet you somebody snitched. I bet you out of this whole equation, someone snitched. There's no way he got all y'all. How did he get all y'all?
Believe Jacqueline Williams was the getaway driver who may have tampered with the jail fence, which allowed the inmates to escape. He was arrested alongside Makia Williams.
Why she look like that? Yo, a mugshot has to be the worst picture anybody can take of anyone. Like, these people look crazy. These people look terrible.
Arrested on October 23rd for aiding in the inmates' escape while they were on the run, but it's unclear in what capacity. Williams remains behind bars in the Bibb County Jail, charged with aiding an escape and hindering. But get this, during a strange turn while the inmates were...
Ladies, y'all are better off with a man that got a 9-to-5. You're better off with a man in trade school, college. I know y'all think that they lame, they some squares, they this, they that. But get you a man that sell drugs and kill people and do all that, and you gonna look just like her. You gonna look just like her. I can't believe I'm in here. I never expected this.
Ugly. The run, Makia Williams' boyfriend Christian Williams shot himself when police were executing the raid. At the time, Christian Williams himself...
He shot himself? Jesus Christ.
Was on the lam from authorities for months, just before he was set to go on trial for the 2021 death of a man at a Macon convenience store. When the U.S. Marshals received a tip, they learned Williams was inside the home along with Makia Williams. When marshals attempted to enter the home, a gunshot rang out as authorities say Christian Williams fired at the marshals. Once inside the home, they were alerted that Williams shot himself. He later died at a Georgia hospital. As for the escaped inmates, all are facing additional charges for their escape. Anderson, Fournier, and Stokes are back behind bars in the Bibb County Jail. For Barnwell, an already convicted felon facing federal charges, a judge ordered he remain in federal custody without bond. Next, we're in Pennsylvania, where an Army veteran and a self-taught survivalist evaded police capture for several days after he busted out of jail using a rope made from bed sheets. 34-year-old Michael Charles Burham escaped from a Pennsylvania prison on July 7th. According to authorities, Burham used a seemingly clever way to break out of the prison walls. He climbed on top of the prison's recreation yard by elevating himself on top of exercise equipment to reach the metal roof before lowering himself to the ground using bed sheets tied together. After escaping, he snuck into the night in a denim jacket with his prison jumpsuit underneath. Burham was considered a dangerous inmate on the loose, not just for his survivalist skills, but for the violent charges which had him locked up in the first place. Burham was held on arson and burglary charges, a suspect in a rape and homicide.
So that means that he robbed a house and burnt it down. That's what it sounds like.
Out of New York and associated with the kidnapping of an elderly couple in Pennsylvania, where he is alleged to have used their car to drive to Charleston, South Carolina. Authorities were able to capture Burham after 9 days on the run, thanks to a barking pooch who raised suspicion to their owner. He didn't make it too far from the Warren County Jail. Burham was located in a town less than 7 miles away from the jail where he escaped. When a barking Labrador alerted his owner, he went outside to check what was going on, and there was Burham in his backyard. The homeowner even had a conversation with Burham, explaining to the owner he was just on a camping trip. The homeowner recognized the wanted face, and when Burham returned to the woods nearby, he was later brought back out in cuffs and taken to jail. Just not to the same jail.
So hold on, so he was able to talk himself out of the situation, and he came back? These criminals are stupid, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Where he escaped from. And finally, we end in Ohio, where a convicted murderer escaped from prison walls by concealing himself inside a trash compactor. Bradley Gillespie was reported missing on May 23rd from the Allen Oakwood Correctional Institution in Lima, Ohio. He had been behind those prison walls since 2016, convicted of double homicide. And Gillespie wasn't alone when he broke out of prison. 47-year-old Jason Lee also escaped alongside Gillespie. Lee was locked up since 2021 for burglary and safe cracking. It didn't take Lee a long time to be found. He was captured a day after his escape in Henderson, Kentucky, about 350 miles southwest of Lima, after a police pursuit in a stolen car with Gillespie, which ended in a crash. Lee was arrested at the scene, however, Gillespie avoided capture, and in a twisted turn, authorities were never able to rearrest Gillespie. A local boater discovered his body in a river less than a week after the two escaped prison. Gillespie's autopsy confirmed he died from drowning.
That wraps the year's top jaw-dropping prison and jail escape.
Yeah, man. So, moral of the story, if the cops got you, they got you. You know what I'm saying? If the cops get you, they get you, bro. There's no escaping. There's no running away. There's no getting away for long. You might be able to get out for a couple of days, for maybe a couple of hours, maybe a couple of minutes. But in the end, when the law got you, they got you. Especially in their own state. You might as well leave the country, and even then they can still get you. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you guys like this video, think it was a pretty cool video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the post notifications, share this video with all of your friends, and until next time, guys, peace out. Like an object, I take it back to the 70s.